everyone. Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Dawn Huffey, and today is Thursday, February 19th of 2020. All right. Facebook seems to be a little glitchy, but I think I think I'm frozen. Okay, there it goes. All right. So I have been so amazed about all of the views that I got on my last video about my mom. Hundreds and hundreds of views. And so many comments, dozens of comments, and it made me realize how many lives that my mom has impacted throughout the years. Yes, the last time I went to get my hair cut, I go to Marilyn Larson, and there was a woman there, and she said, "I know who you are." And I said, "Oh, well, who are you?" And she said, "Well, I'm Margaret Anderson. You're you look just like your mom." And I have heard this so many times over the years that I look like my mom. And she said that she was in high school when my mom first came to be a teacher at Waterville. She said that she was Miss Base when she first came, and it looks like I'm frozen. Okay, I've got stuff coming up here. All right, I think I'm just going to keep going. All right, so anyway, she said when my mom first came to teach, she was Miss Base, and that was her maiden name. And then she said she met George Huffey, and then she became Mrs. Huffey. And she told me, "You look just like your mom." And I thought, wow, I'm 68, and I look like my mom did when she was 18 and 19. And I thought, well, that's a really nice compliment. So anyway, I get that a lot. People tell me their experiences with my mom, and so it's a blessing at this time. When I get up in the morning, sometimes I start thinking about what is my next video going to be about, and it just kept tumbling around in my mind. And I thought, okay, well, today I'm going to do another video, and of course it's about my mom because this is right up in front of me. And I thought maybe I could share some more insights of what God has told me about her and her death that's looming. I know that we all have challenging situations that come up in life, and our best guidance and wisdom comes from God and Jesus and the Holy Spirit. And so I'm not unique in this. We can all talk to Him. It's not like I hear the words when He answers me, I just know the words. And so then I usually am writing them down. And so this is some information throughout February of this year. And as I've been going to see my mom, I've seen the decline over time. And yeah, and so this was from Tuesday, February 3rd of this year. And I was talking to God, and I said, "Father, do you have any insights you can tell me about my mom's death?" And He said, "All I will say to you of this is patience. The timing is between me and your mother." And He had kind of a firmness. It's like, "Stay out of it, Dawn. It's between me and your mother." And I was like, okay, all right, okay. And then, of course, I get to wondering again and asking again. And so then on February 5th, I asked Him again, any news on my mom? And unbeknownst to me, this is the day that I believe that she had her stroke. And so He said to me, "She is teetering. She's torn. Hanging on versus letting go. Reassure her once again that she is coming back home to me. She's looking for permission. Give it to her, kindly and gently. Tell her that it's okay to leave her family and go home to heaven." Oh my. so I had been talking to my mom about going home, and I had asked God, please send angels to be around her because she really can't speak anymore. And I know she loves to visit. You all know that she loves to visit. And I just didn't want her to feel so alone because she's like, can't, give out words to people. And I said, God, please send her angels. And so I would tell her, Mom, God has got angels all around you. You're not alone. And when you're ready, when it's time, the angels would take you back to heaven. And he's telling me again, reassure her. Tell her that it's okay to leave her family. She's torn between staying here for her family and going back to God. Oh boy. So that was on the 5th, and so that was Thursday, and I was prompted to go see her on the 8th. And I read you what God told me, about her on the 8th. Or actually it was from, okay, I'm getting kind of mixed up here. He actually gave it to me on the 14th after my visit on the 8th. Okay, and the one thing that stands out to me on that word from the 14th is the Father's telling me, just leave her in my capable hands. He's reminding me, Dawn, I've got this. I've got this. Okay, so then, on the 16th, which was Monday, I asked him again, Father, what about my mom? And he said, oh, my dearest Dawn, this weight is agonizing for you. Remember, your mom's journey is on a set time. A time to be born, a time to die. And I thought, oh, that's out of the Bible. And so I figured out what verse that was. It comes from Ecclesiastes. It is chapter 3, verses 1 and part of 2. To everything there is a season, a time for every purpose under heaven, a time to be born and a time to die. God keeps reminding me, Dawn, stop fussing about it. Stop worrying about it. I've got her. It'll come at the right time. It's between me and her. Oh my. So anyway, I thought as long as people were interested in my last video that they might want to know some more information about what God's saying, and yeah, so that's all I know for today, and I guess I'll be signing off. All right, thank you so much for being here. Thank you.